Hello everybody and welcome to the Circuit of the Americas for our first NASCAR Cup Series road course race of the season in our 2024 NR2003 NASCAR Cup Series season at COTA. Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch will start on the front row as we get ready to get underway for this highly anticipated road course race. Of course, right behind them you got AJ Allmendinger, the third colleague car, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Shane Van Gisbergen in the 16. Big expectations for him today. We'll see what happens as we get down this front straightaway to get ready to begin today's race at COTA, race number 6 of the season so far. Through 5 races, we have 5 different winners. Can we get a 6th? We will see. As they approach the Geico restart zone, we are green and underway here in COTA. We are road course racing in the NASCAR Cup Series. Off into turn 1, Reddick has the early lead behind him. Allmendinger and Busch go side by side for second. Elliott going 3 wide down there in the 9 to try to get third place away from his Hendrick teammates of Bowman and Byron. Of course, Chase Elliott, also big expectations. His first COTA race since 2022. Trying to do a lot better this time. Bowing elbow. Yeah, Bow for the lead right now between Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch. Getting after it here through the S's here. An incredible battle. Excellent get on the pace car there. I missed a little pass there. But Reddick powering ahead on the inside of Kyle Busch. Now Busch back on the inside of Reddick to the point. Reddick trying to hang on that outside for the race lead there. Still battling as Elliott's powered into third, Allmendinger fourth, Bowman's here fifth. Now here comes Kyle Busch once again on the outside of Tyler Reddick. A great corner right there, and Kyle Busch will take the lead here in the opening lap at COTA, out-dueling Tyler Reddick here. A little bit in the grass right there going through this couple corners of the racetrack, but a great start to the race for Kyle Busch. Out to the early jump over the 45 of Tyler Reddick here as we go through into this heavy braking zone here before we go a super long straightaway here at COTA. Busch ahead, Reddick second, Elliott, Allmendinger, Bowman in the top 5. SVG's back in 8th. Oh, trouble into the wall, spinning. That is a car in the wall. That is Eric Jones. Just slammed the guardrail. No caution. We stay green, but damage to the 43 machine of Eric Jones. And we continue on racing. Back at the front, it is still Kyle Busch in the lead, gapping Tyler Reddick now. The A car is really trying to pull away here. Tyler Reddick, of course, your defending real-life race winner here at Circuit of the Americas, trying to do it once again. A very talented road course racer in his own right. But he's got a couple of real good ones behind him, and Elliott and Allmendinger. But right now, Kyle Busch is holding them all off right now, doing a whale of a job. You know, Kyle Busch, you didn't really think of him much as a road course kind of guy anymore, but, you know, last season in real life, he finished second here at Circuit of the Americas, trying to do it once again, having a really good run here today so far, leading from the pole ahead of Tyler Reddick, Elliott, Allmendinger, Bowman following, trying to chase them down. But it's Kyle Busch up front, leading the way here on this opening lap racing at Circuit of the Americas, going through these corners, coming to the these final few corners of the racetrack are going to become very, very important later in the races when it comes time, especially near the end of the stages for pit strategy. See who comes down pit road, who stays out. It's going to be very interesting throughout the race, but obviously we are throwing stage cautions. That is the new NASCAR rule for this season. Throw yellows during the stages at the road courses. They reinstated that rule, so that's what we will do as Kyle Busch leads the opening lap of racing here at COTA over Reddick. And now we move on to come to the last lap of stage 1. Busch in the lead, Reddick in second, go through the final corner. Will anyone come down pit road? Busch stays out, Reddick stays out. As we work our way to come to the last lap of the stage, if anyone comes in, it'll be interesting to see. I think that's I saw a car there, man. That's the 48. The 48 of Bowman has come in for a scheduled green flag pit stop right here at the end of the stage. He's playing the strategy game, as is Shane Van Gisbergen. Good calls from those two operations right there. They're going to flip the stage here as Busch goes for the stage win in the playoff point. He's leading the way here on the last lap of stage number 1, trying to get the stage victory, which would be his first of the season. He's struggled a bit. Start the other. Oh, by the way, they're also coming up with a lap car of Kamui Kobayashi for 2311 Racing. He's in the 67. In the game, because of course I don't have the 50 car in NR2003 yet that he will be driving in real life, so he couldn't quite get that, so I just used a 67 car from last season, and that will be what he's driving today. As Kyle Busch leads the way here at Circuit of the Americas, trying to get the stage win. Reddick trying to close in second. He's been able to stay within a second about the whole stage long. He's been keeping pace with Kyle Busch, but has not been able to get close enough to make a pass, as Kyle Busch has been so strong to start this race. And so now as we go through the heavy braking zone, Busch, Reddick 1-2, Elliott in third, and Allmendinger hanging is very strong in fourth place behind them, that third colleague entry in the number 13. But Busch still leading the way, trying to run away with it here. COTA going down the long straight. Tyler Reddick, though, has always been really good in the braking zone, especially this corner right here. He's been able to close in a lot of times here as Busch sends it in the corner. And you see right behind him, Tyler Reddick's going to close in. A very good corner right there from the 45. Little low on the exit of the corner, still very strong there from Reddick, but Kyle Busch just driving away. I mean, what a stage from Kyle Busch, out-dueling the best road course racers in the business. Chasing down Joey Logano and Kamui Kobayashi. We'll have to go a lap down here after some pit strategy. They just got to hang on to the end of this lap, and they're good as Busch leads the way. Reddick second, Elliott is in third. Sorry, then Allmendinger's in fourth. Elliott's gotten around Allmendinger now. Of course, Chase Elliott. You know, he's used to be the road course king, trying to get back to that moniker and get back in the playoffs here after a rough 2023 season. As we watch Kobayashi go through the final corner, as well as Joey Logano up ahead. Kobayashi coming down pit road. So now we're going to wait for Logano to cross the line to toss the yellow command. So he goes to cross the line to toss the yellow command. And here comes the pit. Here comes Kyle Busch. Your leaders are in the pit lane. On the last side of the stage, Busch, Reddick, Elliott, Allmendinger, Chastain. The whole top 5 come in, except for Austin Cindric in the 2. He's going to try to make it to the line here and beat these guys in the pit lane. At least the start-finish line. But no, Kyle Busch will be first start-finish line, and Kyle Busch will win stage 1 on pit road here at COTA, followed by Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric, Chase Elliott, AJ Allmendinger, the top 5. And then Chastain's pit stall is just before the start-finish line, so he's not quite going to get 6th. 6th place is going to go to his teammate, Daniel Suarez, in the 99, getting 5 points. Here comes Kyle Larson, trying to get position number 7 if he can beat Chastain back to the line. As we see up ahead, Chastain's just fixing his pit now, and so Chastain will end up 7th here in the stage. Larson will end up in 8th, McDowell 9th, and Bowman gets the last stage point here in stage 1 on COTA after pitting there. But Kyle Busch gets the stage win in the pit lane. So how about that? So now we get back underway in stage 2. Kobayashi, the lap car, is going to be holding up everybody as Kyle Busch restarts the leader. Here we go, lap 22. Stage 2 ends on lap 43, so 22 lap stage here. Busch leading, Elliott second, Reddick right there in third with Allmendinger behind, and then Chastain and Gibbs have both gotten around the 48 of Bowman now. Strategy being played. The question is, how will these leaders negotiate the slower car of Kamui Kobayashi at the front of the field in that 2211 Racing Toyota? As Reddick trying to follow him, Elliott clears Allmendinger, everyone else trying to sort it out back here. SVG struggling a little bit, has lost some of that track position they had early in the day. And Kyle Busch, absolute masterclass so far, just pulling away, controlling, dominating this race as Reddick now gets around his teammate Kobayashi. Chase Elliott to the inside to look for third, not quite clear yet. Kobayashi's got the inside preferred line through this corner though. He will get back ahead, but Elliott stays door to door with him and clears next to this corner. Elliott has to check up big time through this corner. Kobayashi way in the grass, side by side through his very dangerous corner where incidents has happened before down the straightaway. And down the straightaway, there's going to be some contact. Chase Elliott hits Kobayashi to the grass. He sends Kobayashi sliding through the grass. He comes back on the track and spins. Around goes Kobayashi. He gets sent around by Chase Elliott, going into the heavy braking zone before the long back straightaway here, as Elliott door checked him into the grass, and then Kobayashi lost it trying to save it, went in the paint. Of course, no grip on the paint and spins out here, bringing out the caution and cost him dearly all the way. Well, he's a lap down anyway, so he didn't really lose any positions, but he lost a ton of spots on like track position wise. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch cooking the front of the field, leading the way. Reddick in second. And it's a dogfight behind them, basically. These are the 2 best cars all day long, the 8 and the 45. Chase Elliott still in third after completely junking Kobayashi, Allmendinger, Chastain, Bowman. They've also been very strong trying to catch up. Ty Gibbs having a good run today, trying to go back-to-back wins. Of course, got the win at Bristol last episode. But it's Kyle Busch taking care of business right now, leading this race. Seems like he is the clear favorite to win, has the fastest car. I don't know if anyone can beat Kyle Busch today, man. Tyler Reddick might be the only guy who can. So he's been able to close in on the longer runs here. But Busch will lead the way early in stage 2 here at Circuit of the Americas after a caution for Kobayashi getting spun out by Chase Elliott. Actually, no caution, never mind. But for an incident involving Kobayashi going around. Now, a few laps later, we're watching Daniel Suarez, Truex, everyone else goes to this heavy braking zone where Kobayashi got spun out earlier. Make sure everyone's all good. And there was AJ Allmendinger. The 13 just got punted by Ross Chastain coming out of the backstretch. The Chastain just overcooks in the corner, punts AJ Allmendinger, spins him out, costs Allmendinger multiple positions on the racetrack, just completely boots him into the corner, sends him around. Allmendinger was running in 4th place, and he just gets absolutely punted by Chastain. Allmendinger certainly not going to be happy about that one. And if he gets back to Ross Chastain, we're probably going to have some beef here. Tell you that, a little bit of rivalry developing. These 2 have had contact here before. Remember the 2022 real-life Circuit of the Americas finish. Chastain, Allmendinger, Bowman, all those 3 guys battling for the win. Chastain punted Allmendinger into Bowman. Allmendinger wrecked out. And that's how Chastain got his first career win. Chastain using the same kind of tactic already, bumping Allmendinger out of the way here in 2024. Allmendinger still recovers to still be in 6th. But Kyle Busch continues to lead Tyler Reddick at COTA. Now on to lap 41. Reddick's coming down the pit road. Reddick's now cycled back in the lead. Coming to 2 to go in the stage. Reddick's coming in for his scheduled green flag pit stop, trying to flip the stage here. Comes in for his scheduled pit stop with a pretty comfortable lead that he has over Ross Chastain, who scored in second. So almost everyone else is making their pit stops. So we go all the way back here to see the 1. Chastain, look at Reddick just creeping along down the front straightaway. He's going to lead this lap. He's got such a big lead. he might be able to make a pit stop and then come out still in the race lead because of Reddick staying out long enough and having a a bad fast car today. But letting a good chunk of laps once he got around Kyle Busch, who pitted a couple of laps ago. Now Chastain is coming by pit road. Will he come in? No, he will not. Chastain stays on the racetrack. The question is, how will Reddick cycle out in relation to Chastain, Elliott, Bowman, and Busch, who have already pitted? But Busch, a horrible pit cycle, drops behind the 1, the 9, and the 48. Here's Reddick. He's already come out of pit road and is merging back on the racetrack with a huge lead over Ross Chastain. As Reddick makes his way here through turn 1 comfortably in the race. See, there's Chastain just getting up to the turn 1 entry now. Reddick just completed the corner as Chastain now just entering turn 1, trying to close down the 45 of Reddick, who's now gotten up to speed and he's going to start driving away here for just a while. I mean, what a stage from Reddick right there. Absolute masterclass. As Reddick now, last lap of the stage, final corner. Looks like Reddick's going to get himself his 3rd stage win of the season already. Having a very strong season. Of course, your points leader, Reddick, is so far. And Tyler Reddick will win stage 2 here at Circuit of the Americas. His 3rd stage win of the season. Chastain will be 2nd in the stage. 3rd will be Chase Elliott. Alex Bowman 4th. Kyle Busch drops down to 5th after being your stage 1 winner. Here comes Ty Gibbs to make his way around to get P6 here. A very good run for the young driver for Joe Gibbs Racing. Ty Gibbs comes home P6 in stage 2. And they come through 7th. It's going to be AJ Allmendinger. Lost another spot off of the pit cycle after Chastain dumped him. So Allmendinger 7th in the stage. 8th is going to be Daniel Suarez. Here comes Josh Berry to get 2 stage points. As Josh Berry comes home 9th in stage 2. Then the last stage point going to go to the 2 of Austin Cindric in 10th. So it is Tyler Reddick, your stage 2 winner here at Circuit of the Americas. And now back underway in the final stage of racing. It's lap number 45. It's with about 14 to go. We're going green here after the end of stage 2. And Bowman and Josh Berry are coming down pit road to play a strategy call here to try to pit now. And you don't have to pit again the rest of the race. A lot of guys are in. Bowman, that's Truex, it looks like. Berry, Hamlin, LaJoy. A whole bunch of cars coming in for scheduled stops as Reddick, Chastain, Elliott, Busch, and Gibbs all stay out with SVG to battle it out here at the front of the field as everyone else comes down pit road. Some varying strategies being played here at COTA. It'll be very interesting to see how this all shakes out here in the end. But Bowman leading a group of guys down pit road, trying to be that first car who had just pitted, come back on the racetrack, being in good track position. Now we got a battle for 2nd. Chase Elliott trying to get around the 8 of Kyle, for 3rd. Between Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch, Reddick and Chastain clear 1-2. Busch was a dominant car for the first half of the race. Once he got passed by Reddick, has dropped back now down to 4th as Chase Elliott powers by on the inside. But a big run on the outside here from Kyle Busch. Now into this corner, Busch will be in the preferred lane, and he will get underneath the 9 of Chase Elliott, looking for that 3rd position on the racetrack. But Chase Elliott will be side by side with him through the corner. It's a dangerous spot on the racetrack to be side by side. We saw this is where Elliott took out Kobayashi earlier, forced him to go a lap down. In the corner, Busch clears. Elliott slides down into 4th. And then you got Gibbs in 5th, Allmendinger 6th, Suarez 7th. Everyone else trying to make it through the corner. Will anyone go around this time? We will see. Seems everyone's going to make it through the corner just fine. And we stay green here at COTA as we continue to battle it out for position at the front. Tyler Reddick, though, in the lead. He's been the dominant car the second half of this race. Ever since he got the lead from Kyle Busch, he's been dominant. Now, track position is shaking up here. Coming to this restart here, 15 to go. Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs, Shane Van Gisbergen, the whole top 5 coming down pit road for pit stops. Allmendinger, almost everybody coming in for a pit stop right before we take the green flag. More strategy games being played. That'll put Reddick, Chastain, and Suarez back in the race lead here. As we get back into the race, it's going to be just 15 to go. It's going to be Reddick, Chastain, Suarez, McDowell, and then it's going to be, I think, Hemrick the top 5. Bowman back in traffic. He's still got his pit stops taken care of, but Reddick restarts back in the lead here. Everyone else is still on pit road. Kyle Busch, all them. They're getting their service, playing some strategy. Once again, see how this plays out, but Reddick back in the lead here. Chastain, Suarez, Trackhouse Racing 2nd and 3rd. Having a very strong day today for the Trackhouse Racing team today. Is Bowman on the outside, 11 and Denny Hamlin. As Bowman tries to move around him and get up past these guys that he knows he's faster than, to get into that position where he can try to beat Reddick and Chastain on strategy. As next we're the 66 of Timmy Hill up here as well. This is, by the way, this is our top 10 position right now. Timmy Hill in the 66, of course, NBM Motorsports, their first start of the year. Hill will get passed by both Bowman and Hamlin. He's starting to get eaten up now, but he's having a pretty darn good run. Top 15, top 20. I mean, very impressive in his debut this season in NBM Motorsports and Timmy Hill. But Reddick in the lead, has been a dominant car most of this race. Is the favorite to win it at this point, unless, of course, obviously we don't know about the strategies. That could play out very, very differently. And then Chastain is 2nd and Suarez is 3rd. both trying to chase down the 45 of Reddick here to get around him. And behind us, you got Timmy Hill there. Everyone's second over trouble. There's Christopher Bell around. The 20 of Bell gets spun by Larson into Logano and Berry. And the caution will come out for Christopher Bell going around here at COTA. And that'll make the strategy even more interesting. The final run of this race as Reddick continues to lead. Now, later in the race, we looked at Bowman here. Just 5 to go. Bowman's up into third on this strategy, trying to chase down the leaders, the two Trackhouse cars of Chastain and Suarez, as Reddick had to pit, cost him all of his track positions, basically out of the running now. Now it's down to the Trackhouse cars of Chastain and Suarez, and maybe Bowman if he can get there, but he's so far back, I don't even know. So here we are, just 3 laps to go, coming to 2 to go here in COTA. It is Chastain versus Suarez. Which one of the Trackhouse drivers will go to victory lane today in COTA, unless they have to pit? Chastain goes wide! Chastain overcooks that corner. Here comes Suarez. Suarez on the outside of Chastain for the lead. The Trackhouse teammates will do battle. Suarez goes way wide, but cuts it right back to the outside of Chastain. Going through the hairpin final corner of the racetrack. Suarez, Chastain, side by side down the front stretch. Chastain will get the better momentum off the final corner, and Chastain will power into the lead, but the caution's out on the racetrack, which means this race is going to be over, and Chastain is going to win the caution. The caution comes out because Austin Cindric just dumps Kamui Kobayashi to the same corner he got taken out by Elliott earlier. So a rough day for the Japanese driver Kobayashi. He gets taken out, but Ross Chastain will win at COTA under caution. His 3rd career win. He's going to play out Suarez 2nd, Bowman 3rd, McDowell 4th, Hemrick 5th, Stenhouse, Cindric, Stenhouse, Busch, Larson, Gregson, and Elliott the top 10. So Chastain, Suarez, Trackhouse Racing 1-2 here at COTA. Chastain back in the playoffs with a big win here. Having the best strategy call. His teammate Suarez 2nd. Bowman comes home 3rd. And Busch, who was so good today, ends up 7th. Reddick ends up finishing all the way down in 18th. See the final race results there on the left side of your screen. And you'll see the updated playoff grid momentarily. So the playoff grid, of course, Chastain jumps up to 5th now in the playoffs with a big win here in COTA. Comfortably on points. Tyler Reddick still your points leader, taking care of business. Ryan Blaney looking really good. Zane Smith having an incredible start to the year. 9th in points in the first 6 races. Very impressive for the rookie. Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott now double digits above the cut line. Bowman currently in by 9. Stenhouse in by 6. And Suarez currently on the bubble, 4 points above Chris Buescher. Then Keselowski out by 11. Truex out by 13. Hamlin out by 16, and Gilliland out by 25. So until the next episode at Richmond Raceway on Easter Sunday, I hope you all have a good one.